Sadguru Nannagaru. My Guru is Jinnuru Sadguru Nannagaru, a realized spiritual master. He is not in body now. Sadguru Nannagaru is a disciple of Sadguru Ramana Maharshi. Sadguru Nannagaru guided and mentored lakhs of his devotees spread across globally on the Gnana Marga in the spiritual journey of one's life. He travelled various parts of India and abroad and delivered thousands of spiritual discourses which are inspiration to vast number of his devotees even today. Nannagaru's love for his devotees is indescribable. No amount of words can describe it. I am trying to convey Nannagaru's messages in the form of short episodes to the best of my knowledge and ability. This is episode number 6, Tapas or Penance. People usually do penance for spiritual growth, realization of inner self, or fulfillment of their desires within the framework of Dharma. But in this episode, let us learn how to control our mind to lead a simple but successful life. Mind is a wonderful thing for those who know how to control it. The same mind is bizarre for those who do not know how to control it. If one makes one's mind as best friend, it does wonders that the whole world cannot do for him. But if one makes his mind as enemy, then even if the entire world wants to help him, they cannot. If mind produces only good thoughts like love, compassion, forgiveness, fearlessness, charity and positivity, etc., there is no need to control the mind. But unfortunately, the mind also produces the thoughts of negativity, anger, hate, timidness, and thoughts of vulnerability, immature and stupid thoughts. Hence, there is a need to control the mind. Before we start to control the mind, we should know who we are. We have body, but we are not the body. We have mind, but we are not the mind. We have intellect, but we are not the intellect. Then who are we? We are that absolute truth which is residing in each one of us and also everywhere in the entire universe. If negative thoughts arise in the mind, we should think we have negative thoughts. So, there is a scope for action to get rid of those negative thoughts. Out of ignorance, we feel we are the mind and start feeling that we are negative. We thus put ourselves at dead end, paving no scope for getting rid of those negative thoughts. Understanding itself is yoga, and correct way to think is that we have mind but we are not the mind. Let us listen to a small story. Once Buddha was feeling very thirsty. He called his trusted devotee and requested him to fetch some water. After some time, the devotee returned empty-handed. When asked why he did not get the water, the devotee said, "The water in the rivulet was dirty and is not fit for human consumption." Buddha kept quiet. After an hour, Buddha once again requested the same devotee to go to the rivulet and fetch water. The devotee was a bit annoyed because he knew that the water there is dirty. But yet the devotee went, and to his surprise, the water was found to be clear and neat. All the dirt has gone down, making the surface water clear and neat for human consumption. The inference of this story is that when the mind is devastated by the turbulent thoughts, allow some time for the mind to settle down. Never react. The turbulent thoughts gradually fall out and disappear. At night, when we switch on the light, what happens? Light comes in and darkness goes out. We are not exerting any extra effort to drive out the darkness. Mere light makes the darkness disappear. Similarly, when we acquire the knowledge of self, the ignorance vanishes without any trace. If we have negative thoughts, we should not brood over it. Rather, we should develop positive thoughts, develop good hobbies like reading Bhagavad Gita or any other good book, doing small puja, little japa and dhyana regularly as a ritual makes the mind serene and composed. Let us listen to the small story. A person named Dhruv has completed graduation from IIT. He did his MBA from IIM and later migrated to the USA. He got married. He had a beautiful wife and 2 children. The life was rosy and was going great. After few years, Dhruv lost his high-paying job due to recession. He tried his best for 6 months. He was unsuccessful and could not get job. He committed suicide. The story thus ended on sad note. The inference of the story is that people may have great knowledge, but if their knowledge is not transformed into wisdom, such knowledge is useless tinsel. One may fail in the examination. One may fail to secure a job of his liking. One's job might be lost due to varied conditions. One's social and economic status might drop to a lower level, but yet one's grit and resolve to succeed must not die out. Thomas Alva Edison failed 1000 times before he invented light bulb. Sometimes failures come as blessing in disguise. They throw wide and diverse opportunities. For instance, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam failed in the interview for the selection of Air Force pilots. Had he been selected, he would have ended his career as Air Force pilot. After failure, APJ Abdul Kalam did not lie low. He took failure as a stepping stone for success, worked very hard and secured job as senior scientific assistant. He grew to the peaks in his career and later became President of India. Most people like Dhruv fear for the society and feel that the society would shame them. They commit suicide. If one falls, the society laughs, and if one cries, the society celebrates. But when one fearlessly stands erect and gaze, the so-called society runs and runs and runs. This same society ridiculed Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, though they were God incarnate. So many sages have come and gone. So many rishis have come and gone. So many realized people have come and gone. Society has never changed. Society today is the same as it was during the period of Rama. The same society is going to be in the future too. It will not change. You have to change. You will have to stand fearlessly for yourself and for your family. If you do not change, you only have to reap consequences for your ignorance. Thank you, Sadguru Nannagaru.